Alright, so I'm live. And let's see. Chat. All messages. Alright, so this live is gonna be top fans. So this is just gonna be a little short one. So once again, I'm on the Hinge dating app. This time I'm seeking women from my home state, which by all means, there's very few. Like I said, there's a lot of mixed breeds who they either are caramel and some of them are brown skin, but they're mixed with other melanated individuals. So by all means, this is why it's hoping that they'll be honest of what they are. Why I say that is because, like I said, my bloodline to me is very important, because with my own parents and with everything that led up to me, everybody, I say led up to me specifically, is everybody kept it foundational. So this is why I feel I have a stronger connection, and I would like to go into some things in detail of experiments that I've been trying over these it's over a decade of experiments that I've been trying. But I don't know, that may make me seem, I don't know, I'm just not probably, and due to limited time, I don't know if you're gonna end up hearing, but hell, if it does occur or the connection gets better, what I say, it's uh, I related to an anime that I used to watch that I liked before they had revamped it. The revamp was okay, but then they kind of skewed it a little. They changed up some of the characters, the personalities, and the events that happened in the original. If y'all want to know what I'm talking about, it's Evangelion. Uh, I don't know why this person put that, but it's Evangelion. And so because they changed up the events, that's why I'm like, eh. But it's similar to that, where I'm like, it's a sync ratio, where I call it a sync ratio. And hold on, because just like they were talking about the block party, I'm not gonna have anything that I don't want on here. Remove. And we're gonna do that. And then we gonna how do I not? Oh, I got 3. So anyway, call it the sync ratio. And so what I feel like my sync ratio is increasing, and since my time is shortening, I plan on trying to see how far I can go with this syncing. Anyway, now I'm gonna talk about what you see on the screen. So what you're seeing on the screen is on Hinge. I went on Hinge. Now I saw this individual, but due to something in the profile, I was like, what are they seeking? It's not really indicated on there. So I just kind of skipped or X'd. Usually with Hinge, they throw these same individuals back in the lineup again. But anyway, she ended up liking one of my photos. So then I asked her, well, then I said, hi, what intrigued you about me? So I'm trying to gauge, why did you like my photo? Why are you interested? Blah, blah, blah. She then proceeded to say, hey, I'm not completely sure, but you look interesting. You looked interesting. So, once again, to me, that's vague and that's not really telling you anything. That's like a girl, that's like something similar to that would be when females go by and walk past you and then say because they walked past you that they were showing that they were interested in you, but they don't really show that they're interested in you, and you're supposed to mind read that. And man, all this background noise, they're supposed to mind read you're supposed to mind read them and then assume if they're interested or not. I had a situation some years ago where it was a girl named Phoebe, and um, we worked at a store because I gave out her real name, so I'm not gonna say the store we worked at. But we worked at a store some years ago in like 2018, and I I had started to develop a liking for her, and I showed my interest. I went along to get her my phone. We exchanged phone numbers, and then as we're talking over the phone, she didn't hit me with the friend zone. She hit me with a family zone. She said, "I think of you like a brother," and I was like, "A brother." I was stuck on that. I kept on going. Then when I went to work, I was like, "Hey, sis, what's up, sister?" And because I was kind of emphasizing that, but then I kind of just stopped talking to her really, because after I realized that, I was like, man, I ain't even gonna get out of this type of zone if I'm in a family zone type situation. And over the time period of me no longer communicating with her, now with me, I don't dislike you or whatnot, but if I showed you some interest, I'm gonna start talking to you, doing certain things, blah blah blah. This is back then. And then because I stopped doing those things, I noticed that she then started to take interest in me. But what she had originally told me over the phone when we had spoke is that somebody at the job she had already liked and she was trying to pursue. And I guess at one point, some time passed. At one point, I guess either things had happened where she was able to get with that person or that person denied her. I don't know what happened, but my assumption was either one of those two. And then she circled back and came back to me and then started to do those little choosing signs towards me. But as for me, what I do is if I showed you and then told you verbally, confronted you and said, "Hey, I'm interested in you. I like you." Blah. And your initial outcome is, "Nah, I'm not interested," or "No," then I'll respect that. I'll leave it alone. I'm not gonna mess with you. I ain't gonna put the time in with you. But if later over the time period you start to show interest in me, yeah, I'm gonna be taken aback, but ultimately I'm still not gonna go for it, because ultimately at that point now you need to do exactly what I did trying to. And if you're not gonna do that, then by all means I'm gonna just leave it be. And so it became this weird thing where she started doing a lot of these choosing signs, and I'm like, okay, so what's up? In my head, I'm like, are you interested? Are you going to tell me? Are you going to say, hey, I have a change of mind, I have a change of heart, interested in being with you, or some blah, 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 doing that shit? But no, it never occurred. Instead, it kept on being this, how about you be the man and talk to me and tell, and I'm like, it, 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 I felt that kind of vibe to it. And at that point, I'm thinking, I've already done this. At this point, if I've already done it and you rejected it, I'm not gonna continue to go for it, even if you then have a change of heart. If you have a change of heart, now the ball's in your court to then show and do everything that I just did with you. If you're not, then by all means, bye, or hi and goodbye. But this is what I ended up getting. The last text was totally virgin energy. Okay. It's ruthless in the market. You overthink and get offended too fast. But anyway, okay, so I'm gonna speak on that, but I'll say the last part. So that's what I got the vibe of this messaging. So what I then said is, okay, well, do you have any questions for me? So I'm trying to figure out, okay, if you're the one who reached out to me, then present some questions. Females would always do this whole thing where don't just say hey to me. This is back in the past. Y'all don't know my age, but this is back in the past when it used to be websites, not dating apps. But they used to say hey, and or we used to say hey, and they said hey, it's too dry, I'm not gonna respond, blah blah blah. So in my instance, I'm like, okay, this is not giving me much. So then I say, what outcome are you looking for on this dating app? Because on her profile, she didn't. I'll show you her profile next. I kind of scratched out her face a bit so you don't really get to see. But on her profile, she didn't have anything. She didn't have if she was interested in a relationship. She didn't have if she wanted to have a monogamous relationship. She just had the little list that's on the little Hinge scroll bar, and that's it. And so I'm not. I'm going in like, okay, what are you? So that's my question. Hold on, dude. I'm gonna uh, do your comment, but I need to see my thing. I can't see it. So then my next question was, can you elaborate? Look interesting. So at this point, I'm like, okay, looked interesting. Is that, well, I'm gonna just say what I said. Do you find me attractive, or are you interested in a relationship, or did you just want to chat? So now I'm trying to figure out, hey, is this just you just kind of just saying shit to me and that's it? That's all you wanted to say? Or that's why I say if you wanted to chat, then I was like, if you find me interesting, then is it you're looking to be in a relationship with me? And then the other one is, are you attracted? Like, kind of give me more detail. I'm not that type of trying to play games or trying to be vague. I don't like vagueness. I'm straightforward. So if you ain't straightforward, this is why the uh, dating atmosphere, the whole casual relationship, casual sex, why y'all so fucked up currently is because you're choosing motherfuckers who are not straightforward and you want to be vague. But anyway, then I said the statement and your intent are vague currently. So I don't know what the fuck you're getting at. All right, now I'll read what you said. The last text was total virgin energy. Um, Explain to me how it's total virgin energy. It's ruthless in the market. You overthink and get offended too fast. How did I overthink and get offended too fast? These are my questions to you. Um, why the fuck would she ask anything? Bro is never gonna get one on lockdown like this. You should try being no. You have better chances with men. Good luck. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Bro really asks what intrigued her about him. I'm done. This is pathetic. Jack, explain. I give people the chance to explain. So if you're still in here, explain. If you're not, then by all means, It doesn't make any sense. The last message being virgin energy. How is it virgin energy? When I'm asking you what intrigued you about me, or what, as she put it, what made you think that I was interesting? And then the market is ruthless. I already know that. But the only thing about me is I'm not like you dumbasses. I'm not like you horny people. I'm not like you people who just want to get laid and have some casual and just get up and lay up with somebody. I actually care. I actually care about having an intact family. I actually care about getting the right female. I don't want no BS type bullshit. And when females then see men that are like me, they typically don't want to deal with that. Or they go the other way and they choose motherfuckers like y'all. And this is why the dating world and society has gotten worse. So by all means, say whatever you want to say. Then you said, why the fuck should she ask anything, bro? Anything? Bro is never gonna get one on lockdown like this. It's fine. I'm not trying to lock down anybody. I'm trying to see, hey, do you have an invested interest? Do you have something that we can talk or elaborate or communicate better on to see where this can lead? Like I said, I'm not like you, I guess, the fuck boys or the city boys or just motherfuckers who just want to lay up. I'm not like that. So, hey, for those of y'all who are like that, great for you. And you should try. Nah, I'm not going to swing for the same team. I think you should try that since this is something you want to do. You have a better chance, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna do that whole block party thing that's going on now. So report. And then so that's what ended up occurring. Now this is gonna be the picture, her profile. So what she put on there was she said, I'm a laid back girly. Energy is so important to me, and life is way too short to entertain negativity. And then that was her IG. And this is what she looked like, but it's scratched out. The thing with me is, hey, that's great and all, but life is way too short to be vague and not really be straightforward and being truthful about your intent towards an individual or your perceived whatever towards an individual. The reason why so much bullshit is going on nowadays in society is because so many motherfuckers like y'all, the Jack dude or the last dude, and I think that was the same person because he just probably made another account, who came on and said blah blah blah. The reason why society is currently like it is currently is because individuals like you motherfuckers are doing shit like this. And you wonder why it's getting bad. And you're wondering why you gotta do all this overly extra bullshit just to supposedly lock down a female? Or you're wondering why females are then saying, oh, you gotta do, because you're going along with it. But hey, like I said, once things have became to the point of what it is currently, once a woman has gotten a taste of something that is supposedly slightly better or different or whatnot, and she likes it, she's never gonna go back. The whole hypergamy or whatever, I forgot what the word is, but it becomes worse. And over time, you get what we have currently in the dating world, where all the females are choosing all the crap dudes, such as the Jack motherfucker, or they're choosing all the horny motherfuckers who don't give a fuck and off here creating bastard children all around, such as the Jack individual who is in my chat, or you get an array of just chaos, what we have currently, where nobody can, there's no uncertainty, there's no certainty, there's no trust, there's no nothing. So this is what you get when you when you do things according to individuals like this. But anyway, that's what I had to talk about for this topic. I do have a few other Hinge females that I got another from the Instagram. I'll show the Instagram one. I don't know when I'm gonna do the Instagram one. Well, it's gonna be soon because I don't have a lot of time on this, but I'll do the Instagram pretty soon, and I'm probably gonna do the other Hinge one later on tonight. So I'll put those ones up of some chicks that did some BS on there, and then I'll probably do the Instagram one probably tomorrow. For sure, I'll do the Instagram one tomorrow. And then I'll have some other random just topics. But yeah, this is what you're getting out there. For black men who actually give a fuck, black men who don't want to have a baby mama, for black men who care about having an intact family, for black men who care about the intent and wanting to know the intent, and who are upfront and straightforward off bat. This is what we have to deal with. This is what we have to go through. This is what we have to try to decipher. And yes, I've done this in IRL, as they say, in the real world. And I'll say some of those. I have one of those out there, and it's the one, if you go in my live thing, it's the one where I labeled avoiding STDs. That was somebody I had met in person, and I had to talk to her, and I was having red flags and whatnot, but I was still trying to see, hey, maybe I can, and then eventually, not thinking with my dick, like the Jack motherfucker is, and he probably littered with STDs, but I was thinking with my head, and eventually, like I said, she finally revealed that she had a permanent STD that was very contagious. And I'm glad I avoided even having sexual interaction with her. So, because it was a point in time in which, like I said, she was going to willingly have a sexual interaction with me on the second week without talking about that she had anything going on down there. And for the love of me, I decided not to go with what my dick was wanting, but go with my head. And then by the third week is then when she eventually revealed that she had said thing, and said it like it was The thing was HSV, basically HIV, herpes, uh, and basically said it like it was a normal thing, like everybody has it. And I'm like, motherfucker, no. I'm the percentage that doesn't have it. I've been tested. She said it was like 80%, no, and that means 20% don't have it. Well, guess what? I'm not 20%. And yes, I may be sexless or whatnot, not getting sex, but at least I'm not with that. I don't have those things going on. But yeah, anyway, so seeing that y'all just wanted to come on to look at what I was going to show you and revealed, cool. But that's all I have for that. Um, I already said what I was going to do later on today and tomorrow. Concerned about who we get with. We're not like you fucking horn dogs out there. We're not like you motherfuckers who want to riz and do all this bullshit to try to get the female. I'm an individual who's going to be straightforward, and hell, if you can't do that and you can't rock with that, then cool. Hey, I move on. But by all means, I'm going to show. And fuck all this. I know they had the like T app type thing going on. I'm going to start showing. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm going to start showing and putting proof and receipts, as I'm doing currently and as I did in the past, of what we have to deal with in the process of the talking stage, or what they used to call it back in the day is courting. And this is just trying to figure out, hey, where are we interested? Are we vibing? Do we have anything aligned? Blah blah blah. This is that. So let's just start showing those things. Anyway, that's all I have for today. And note, I am blocking motherfuckers. So if you say any gay shit on here, you allude to any gay shit, or if you say any racist stuff or any BS, or if, as I put it on my my homepage on my post, I'll let you say some things, but if you don't elaborate and explain, or uh, if I'm asking you how or why or blah blah blah, and you don't elaborate on it, by all means, you get blocked. You ain't getting the chance. I don't give a fuck if you subscribe or not subscribe. You're getting blocked, you're muted, nothing else, and that's it. I'm no longer gonna let idiots speak. I'm no longer gonna let just BS just be spewed out. I want you to either explain what you came to the conclusion, or whatever statement you said. If you cannot do that, if you cannot elaborate so we can further talk upon it, or say something, or have a conversation about it, then by all means, you might as well not even type away. You might as well just keep it in your head and say blah 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 blah. So that's the rules and the guidelines I'm putting down on my channel, on my page. So if you can't do it, then by all means, bye. I don't give a fuck. As you can see, I'm not making money off of YouTube, and I'm not big off of YouTube. At this point, I'm just doing what I felt like wanting to do on here. So that's what I'm going to say for all you motherfuckers who view or tune in. And that's it. And I'll have this up probably a little later